Hi folks, I'm Andy from BlackJack Legacy and you're watching This Week in Wargaming, the weekly show that sits you down, gives you a warm cup of cocoa and tells you what's happening in your hobby of choice. This week's a bit of an unusually quiet news week, so I've got a couple of bits of news and then I'm just going to point you in the direction of some cool YouTube channels that you might not be aware of, because I'm nice like that. I'm also not going to be chatting about Games Workshop this week, purely to see what difference it makes to the viewing figures. Yes, I am crazy, and no, I don't need to lie down. Well, actually, I do need to lie down, but not because I'm crazy, just because I'm old. Let's start off with some news from a company I recently discovered, and that's 3.5 Design. Dwayne at 3.5 Design makes some of the most amazing storage systems for miniature wargaming. His Warganizer storage and modular system is a truly fantastic design and can all be printed at home on a PLA 3D printer. He also has trays for carrying minis, token storage, card storage, add-ons to carry your rulebooks, and even paint racks. I contacted him recently and I'm currently printing off some of his products to make a full video, as I think they really deserve to be shown off to a wider audience. If you're not someone who has a 3D printer, you can even buy these as physical products, so there's something here for everyone. Well, Dwayne currently has a Kickstarter running for the newest version of his storage system called Project Leviathan, and this sees a new design to the Warganizer, which increases the amount of stuff that you can carry in your storage system. Perfect for those of us with bigger armies. The size of this storage case is 320mm high, 280mm deep, by 217.5mm wide, and is designed to be printed on both smaller print beds in multiple pieces or on the newer range of bigger 3D printers in less parts. His designs are always made with the idea of using as little PLA filament as possible. He's even shown that it's been load tested to take 25 kilograms of weight, even with a 10% infill value, which is amazing. The base pledge comes with all of the files you need to make the Leviathan case and a whole host of tray options to suit the game system you play. I'm a huge fan of PLA printers, and along with amazing terrain pieces, this is exactly the kind of thing that I love to see in print. The Kickstarter is live now, it funded within the first 24 hours and is running until November the 12th, 2023. Head over to the Kickstarter or to 3.5 Design's website to check out the amazing stuff that Dwayne produces, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel to see the full video on the Warganizer modular storage system coming very, very soon. I mentioned Moonstone and their upcoming campaign on my very first This Week in Wargaming video, but now that the Kickstarter is live, I thought I'd dive in and take a deeper look at what's on offer. The campaign is flying right now and is over 570% funded, and it's already Goblin King Games' biggest funding Kickstarter, with 6 days still to go. As I mentioned previously, the aim of this Kickstarter is to bring to reality a 4th new faction for Moonstone, called Shades of Moonreach, and with it 8 new boxes of miniatures, with a total of 24 new miniatures to the range. I'm a huge fan of the style that creator Tom Greenway has brought to Moonstone, and these new sculpts are both beautiful and bizarre in equal measure. There's a number of different pledge levels that you can choose from to let you pick and mix what you'd like, all the way up to the epic Mausoleum pledge, which gives you all of the new Shades of Moonreach minis, plus a 10 model enemy Leshavult force, with limited edition mini, core rulebook, the Horizon expansion book, and gameplay essentials. Perfect for 2 new players who want to dive headfirst into the Moonstone world. This Kickstarter has unlocked a host of great stretch goals, and with just under a week to go, I'm sure we'll see a few more before the end. The funding campaign ends on Thursday, October the 26th, so make sure you don't miss out. The first bit of cool stuff I'm going to point you in the direction of is a YouTube channel that I'm a big fan of and is vastly underrated, and that's the channel called David Blueline Gaming. The channel shows a lot of scratch build board builds for things like Marvel Crisis Protocol and Blood Bowl, and using his skills from his background in professional design and concept art, he makes some amazing looking stuff that not only looks achievable for mere humans like me, but also goes into some great detail, all the while being shot with some amazing visuals. I discovered David's channel recently when finding his Blood Bowl reversible pitch build, but I've been following his Marvel Crisis Protocol table closely as it looks fantastic. Why not head over, give him a sub, and help get his amazing work out in front of a few more eyes. Next up is another YouTube channel I'm a fan of, and that's Corner Case. I'm always a big fan of those channels that swim against the tide and try and cover the stuff they're truly passionate about and not just lean onto the GW crutch. And Deck at Corner Case definitely does this. He's a big fan of games like Infinity and Malifaux. He always has some interesting topics to provoke discussion and thought around the wider hobby, and if his videos don't do it for you, then at least he has a cool hat and a jacket. I'm always interested to hear people's thoughts and opinions, and not just straightforward reviews of the same thing as other channels. And he's also a big supporter of the community in Wargaming, so go and check out Deck and show him some love. Well, that's it for the shorter version of This Week in Wargaming. Let me know what you think about the stuff I've covered here, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe so that you're kept up to date with what's happening in the Wargaming world. See you next week, and happy hobbying.